welcome to another episode.
Let's go ahead and get started.
Of Thank You for Your Services, the podcast. This is episode 30.
30, everybody.
Can you believe that?
The big 30.
Oh my God. You know what today is?
What?
6 months since we've done this show.
6 months?
Our first episode came out January 20th. The 6 months was the other day.
Holy cow. Congratulations to us.
Yeah. We're basically good at this. And if you want to tell us how good at it we are or are not, you can find us on Instagram at ThankYouForUrServices_podcast. And that's where you can follow us and you can see what was that, Aria?
Oh.
When you can see all the things that we're up to.
Our cat came in.
I ask questions. I interact. We check the DMs and the links to all of the ways to see or listen to the show are on there. Yes, I said see because we're streaming this live as we speak.
Right now, we're
on Twitch
at Punk Rock Plastics.
And all these are in YouTube now.
Yeah.
So that's fun. I love that.
Tommy, you've been doing a wonderful job uploading everything and TikToking everything.
And TikToking.
Yep.
All those links are on our Instagram. And again, that's thanksforyourservices_podcast at gmail.com. And if you're not a social media person.
I knew what you meant, but if you're doing the Gmail, it's thankyouforyourservices at gmail.com. You're spelled UR.
That's right.
And then at Instagram is thanksforyourservices_podcast.
That's what I said.
No, you mixed it up.
No.
You said you can find us on Instagram at
thanksforyourservices_podcast
at gmail.com.
I probably did do that.
Play the tape back?
Anyway. I don't care.
I had a bathroom emergency, folks.
I remember he had the same thing happen to him last week. At the end of the pod, the last 5 or 10 minutes or so, he wouldn't stop talking about his poop baby that was developing.
Yeah.
And then he proceeded to stay on the pod. And then after the pod, we packed all the stuff up. And then he hung out with me and Mikey as we left last week for another 30 minutes and did not go.
As anybody listening to this podcast should realize is that I need to enjoy my poops when I can. So
he really does go into labor.
I do. I take very large poops, and I had Japanese food tonight, and it just ran its course right through my body. Those poop architects inside of my stomach were working very quickly today.
Yeah. On the same day that this episode comes out, Liz and I actually had enough time to do an entire podcast, name it, create a social media profile, and post it. All before Matt got downstairs from his goings on.
I was up there about 15 minutes.
Yeah, whatever you say. We'll see.
No, I timed it.
I'm sure you did.
It was actually 14 minutes, but yeah, about 15.
Anyway, enough poop talk for now.
But there's so much I have to get into poop-wise at my job. So my job, I work inside, as you guys all know, I've talked about it a million times, I'm a Black Hawk mechanic, and the facility I work at is just one big hangar. There's no air conditioning, and you're in an army uniform all day, and that is like a breeding ground for swamp nuts.
You know what?
And swamp butts.
You know what? I never took that into consideration that you wear that at work.
Yeah,
like because
whenever we go running, that's why I show up in uniform.
Yeah, when we go for a run, he shows up on the bike in full pants and long sleeve uniform, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with long clothes on?
Because it's 100 degrees,
and it was literally 92 last week when we ran, and I was like, what the fuck is he doing still? And he's like, no, you don't understand. I just got off work moments ago.
Yeah,
and I was like, fuck.
So it's very hot in there. Luckily, we're allowed to take off our top portion, like the long sleeve portion, but
Thank God.
But we're still in a t-shirt, long pants tucked into boots all day long, and it is very hot. It feels like 100 plus in that hangar. It's just stagnant. So anyway, whenever I have to use the bathroom, we have civilians working there at the moment. They're putting in some modification into one of our birds, and one of them is tearing it up in our bathroom. We all share, like a a shitty stall.
facility.
Yeah, like it's like a facility bathroom, like how you would imagine a public restroom. So one of them is shitting on the seat, just blowing it up in there.
They gotta die.
Dude, I know. And I don't know who it is yet. But anyway, I'm back to cleaning up shit every day. For now, at least.
Sometimes civilians just have to have a little accident and go away for a while.
No, I'm sure they're fine. God knows.
If they're leaving poo-poo on the seat,
anybody who leaves poo-poo on the seat.
Suspect in my book. Sorry about this.
We need to do like what they did in A Clockwork Orange, and we need to like make you watch fucking propaganda videos with your eyes like taped open, clamped open, so that you don't shit on the seat anymore.
Nightmare.
It is a nightmare. I had a couple weird experiences in the past couple weeks that I haven't gotten to get to because we had like guests on.
Mm-hmm. So in that case, would you do me a favor?
Anything.
Would you tell me what's on your mind, baby? BB doll?
Yeah. So, all right. So, I got a new motorcycle recently. Did I talk about it last week?
No.
Okay. So, it's a 2017 Softail Deluxe.
You told me about it.
Okay. I didn't talk about it on the show, right? She's the most beautiful bike ever. But right before I got that bike, I was at a gas station on my old bike, and I was filling up. Well, I walk in, and I'm waiting in line. I pay cash whenever I fill up my tank. So I'm waiting in line, and there's like this like older fat guy that's talking to like this young cute girl at the cashier. She's like blonde hair, blue eyes, like your stereotypical like cute chick. And he's talking about something like, you could be a model, you're really pretty kind of thing. And I didn't realize I did it, but I went, what the fuck? And like thinking it was like creepy and weird, like, and normally, I'm not usually like that because, like,
you're reserved.
No, yeah, but and I also like, whatever. People are just weird in general. I've learned that in life. It's not just old guys to young ladies. Sometimes it's women.
It's people.
Yeah, it's just people. People are fucking creepy and weird. But I just said that, but like I still did it quiet enough that they didn't hear. But the fucking guy in front of me goes, "I know, right?" And and so I I just laugh. I'm like, yeah. And then he goes, she's fucking beautiful. Like, and he's like, damn, like, I can't even believe that.
All right, we get it.
And I was like, oh, you thought I meant. So then I was just like, I just want to get my fucking gas. So I just did the smile nod, and
he thought you were concurring with him.
Yes, and I was not.
Yeah, you're like, I don't give a shit.
It was a very strange situation. And then he kept wanting to talk to me after that while I'm trying to fill my car up.
Now he thinks you're boys.
Luckily I was parked at a pump far enough away where like we couldn't get into a real conversation. But when I walk outside, anyway, that was terrible. Things have been good at work. Just been really hot. Learning a lot. Having a good time. I saw Nope last night.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see it, so I
won't
talk
ruin
about
it
yet.
Okay.
Me and Liz.
Can I tell you anything or no?
Me and Liz talked about it briefly.
Okay.
And she said she didn't know what to expect, and that's why she liked it. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll be the same way because I have no fucking clue what it's going to be about or what it's going to be like. Yeah. So I'm excited to see it.
And I'll tell you right now that I fucking hated almost every moment of that movie.
That's what she said. So I'm really looking forward to it now. So couldn't be more optimistic.
I was so excited for that film too, and I was like,
I know we talked about it,
and then I could not wait for it to be over. I was getting so frustrated.
That's a goddamn shame.
It wasn't as bad as that Cronenberg movie I just saw, the one that just came out. That was actually garbage, like pure trash on the screen. But this one was a fucking close second.
That's very surprising to me.
Yeah,
it looks great.
It has a 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't give a fuck about Rotten Tomatoes, but I guess people like it. So maybe I'm dumb, but I think it was absolute garbage.
Oh, you're definitely dumb. No, but I'm looking forward to seing it. I'm gonna give it a try.
I do want to do a couple of shout outs while things are still on my mind.
Yeah.
So the punk rock flea market was like 2 weeks ago, I want to say.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, I met this dude who drew these really cool. I'm a big fan of old Looney Tunes, and I've talked about this before. I'm a big fan of old time radio, and he drew a picture of how the Looney Tunes represented Peter Lorre in the cartoon.
Okay.
The guy with the voice like this.
Uh-huh.
You know. So, and I'm a huge Peter Lorre fan. Anyway, I was like, oh, how much? And he told me how much. And I just didn't have the money on me at the moment for his piece of art, but it was beautiful. It was drawn on glass with it was like painted on glass.
Cool.
And I was like, wow, it's definitely worth what he told me. I just didn't have the money at the time. Anyway, he was like, oh, you know, I was like, yeah, I'm a big fan of Peter Lorre and old time radio. We got in this big conversation because he's a big fan of old time radio too. So he gave me one of his zines for free.
That's cool.
His name is Ulock Rock, and awesome dude. Here's the zine. It's just filled with this really cool art that he does, and a lot of graffiti,
photos and shit.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I mean, look, a lot of his. I'm assuming a lot of his graffiti. I don't know, and I don't want to out a graph artist, but anyway,
there's probably many.
Check it out. Yeah, but it's really cool, and I wanted to shout him out.
Is he on socials?
Yeah, Ulock Rock.
Can you spell it?
It is the letter U. LOCK_rock. ROCK. Yeah.
Nice.
That's his Instagram, and you can find him on there. He's a cool dude. We're actually doing a tape trade because he also makes music and puts it on cassette.
This is cool.
Isn't that cool?
Some of the shit reminds me of like Joan Carnella.
And isn't that a really
cooler,
well put together zine?
Yeah.
Like holy shit, he just gave that to me for free. So, oh yeah, Tom is showing it on the screen.
If you want to see it, go to the YouTube video.
So, yeah, that dude is really cool. We're doing a tape trade this week, and
anyway,
I just wanted to shout him out. He's a rad dude.
I would surmise that he writes Ulock.
Lord knows, I don't know
because
unless it's like some sort of graffiti artist collective or something.
Well, could be.
Yeah, I don't.
That's Ulock right there.
I used to really be into graffiti when I was younger, and I sucked at. I was never good, but I did I would draw them on the fucking the postage stickers that you could get for free. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Very
he
cool.
does some really cool art. Okay, so other than that, the wife and I went to go see Evil Dead the musical last week. It was opening night for it.
My buddy Travis went to see that too.
Really?
Loyal listener. Shout out to you, Travis.
Oh, excellent.
I'm sorry that Iron Price broke up. Your band was good.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. That sucks. But it was at the church in Wilmington, and they did a splatter zone and everything. It's actually playing this weekend as well. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
They did a great job. It was really fun. The only thing I have to say was they didn't have personal microphones, so it was hard to hear them. They just put microphones, hanging from the ceiling, and it was very hard to hear them sometimes. But the splatter zone stuff was really cool. We didn't sit in the splatter zone. We just sat more, towards the middle back
Yeah, with
area.
Gen Pop.
Yeah, Gen Pop. Everybody there was pretty cool. There was one guy who was pretty annoying. He would, say the lines with the actors, and I was like, dude, okay.
It's not fucking Rocky Horror Picture Show, dude. Come on.
I know, exactly. And even in Rocky Horror, there's stuff you're supposed to say, and then you let the actors say all the other shit. So
that shit annoys the fuck out of me.
It annoys the fuck out of me too, bro.
I can't go to shows like that.
And he had to have the loudest laugh in the room.
He's performing.
Yeah.
He thinks he's part of the show.
He really is.
People like that think they're part of the show. That's the same shit that hecklers do at comedy shows.
Yeah.
They think they're adding, but they're really not.
Okay. Other than that, I'll skip to So that was Friday. Then Saturday night, my band, Fat Monster Matt, had a show at the Nail in Ardmore with Let's Disinfect, the KMX band, and Project Pegasus, and pretty much nobody showed up. I mean, it was like 10 people.
I've played that venue before too.
Yeah.
With Statesman.
Yeah.
And same thing happened. There was about 10 people there.
Yeah.
So,
it just was. Yeah.
It's a place to play. So.
It is a place to play, and the guy who runs it, he's a nice guy. And it's a cool spot. It's just a weird place. I think you and I were discussing this a couple days ago. It's a really weird place to have bands.
Anything.
Yeah, especially my act that's horror mixed with gothy jock jams. Like it didn't really work there. But that's the second time I played there, and I still had fun. And my buddy Sean, shout out to Sean, who's in Let's Disinfect. He makes chiptune music that's also horror punk, like chiptune. It's really cool. Do you
What's chiptune?
Okay, so chiptune is music that is made using 8-bit devices, you could say. So Nintendo or their original like 8-bit music was made up of 4 different noises that you could put at any key you want. And it's kind of hard to explain, I guess. It's like it runs a sequence. So you program like what note goes where, and then it runs like a non-stop sequence, and it just plays whatever.
Okay.
So what Sean does is he has this program on an old Game Boy, an original Game Boy, and he runs a program called Little Sound DJ, which is a game that Nintendo put out, 30 years ago. And you can program 8-bit music into it. So what he does is he programs that. He custom built his Game Boy to have a specific, like a better audio jack, so it can plug into amplifiers and stuff. So then he runs the program on his Game Boy, and then he plays guitar and sings to it, and it's really really fucking cool. Yeah, I love chiptune music. It's really cool. It's kind of like the precursor to what synthwave became. A lot of people who really got into like chiptune and video game music started making synthwave, and that's one of the things that got me into synthwave was chiptune when I was younger. So, anyway, he put on a cool show.
That's the kind of shit people think of and create when they don't have people to play with.
Yeah,
like,
I mean
that's really innovative shit.
It's very innovative shit. It's honestly people like me who I've never been able to keep a full band together, so I got my iPad and was like, well, I can do it. Yeah. It's funny, man. I was always into synthwave. Like I've been in synthwave for almost like 10 years now, ever since I heard it. Like I was like, wow, this is like the perfect music for me. And then I heard The Weeknd do that song, what is it, Blinding Lights. Blinding Lights. And I was like, wow, that's a good song, but if he can fucking do it, like, I can do this. So then I was like, well, I always wanted to make horror music, which my original Twitching Witches band made. I used a drum machine. This was before The Weeknd was ever, like, a thing. But, like, I programmed, like, a drum machine, and we used, like, a electric organ, and I played guitar to it. I didn't really know what I was doing. Once I learned GarageBand and shit like that, I started programming my own, like, synth music. Anyway. You look so uninterested. So.
It's funny that you think that he's the one who wrote the music.
Who, The Weeknd?
And not like a producer.
Well, of course a producer wrote the music. I mean, he has a songwriting team, I'm sure. But what I'm saying is, I heard him do it. You
heard him put out the song.
Yeah, I heard him do it, and I was like...
He didn't play those instruments or record them.
Right, I understand.
Or arrange the music.
No, I'm sure he did.
He probably wrote lyrics. And he performs it.
Yeah. No, and he's like a good performer. Like,
Great.
I've seen videos of him. In fact, my buddy Tim, who's in the other band I play for, he just went and saw him, and he kind of shot me down when I was like, the fucking Weeknd. He was like, no, actually, The Weeknd's like a really good dude.
My friend Leah went too.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I'm sure he's great and all, but like, as you and I know, the songwriting world is so... It's not like Taylor Swift like writes all her own music, or like they
used to.
You really think so? All her own stuff?
She sure did.
Really?
I know for a fact she did.
Interesting. Okay.
All the like country like singer songwritery shit with a guitar was her. Back
that's
then.
cool.
She has chops, legitimately.
Typically, artists have songwriting teams.
People work with producers. That's just how artists work.
Yeah, it's like Fall Out Boy, right? Like they've had so many hits, but like. They definitely work with teams to write those hits.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, they do. Especially like when they took like the Munsters theme and stuff and made that song Uma Thurman. Like,
never heard it.
What are you talking about?
I haven't heard it.
You've probably heard that song. You just didn't realize it.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh fuck, we probably can't play the song on the podcast.
I can play whatever the fuck I want.
No, you really can't.
What's it called?
Because they'll take it off of Twitch too. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Twitch got me
I'll show
again.
you. You've probably heard the song.
I would have to log into my Spotify, or I would have played it. So there.
Yeah. Anyway, But
Anyway.
like Fall Out Boy, they're a cool band for what they are, but they've definitely worked with.
Sure.
Yeah, they're fun. They're like dancey. I don't know.
Yeah, they can keep that. I'm good.
All right. Okay. All right, Mr. Hardcore.
Not my favorite.
I know.
Andy Hurley's other bands are much better.
I don't know what that is.
He's the drummer.
Oh, that dude's a good drummer.
Yeah, he's
Very
fucking,
good drummer.
He's fucking real good.
Dude, so I read that book, Sellout. I'm sorry. I should
You
say...
finished the book?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't talk about my other book. I was... okay.
You said you've been on an audiobook kick
I
lately.
have, and while I was in the bathroom, I just downloaded another one I'm very excited to listen to.
Huh.
So I've just literally just talked about, I've always been a fan of old-time radio stories,
books.
and yeah, it's just when I read too long, like if I read, my eyes get tired so fast. I have to, if I can just listen to it, I can get a bunch of shit done. But anyway, so I finished that book, Sellout, which I talked about before on here.
A little bit.
Yeah. And then, so Liz and I, my wife Liz and I, we're huge fans of The Thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been. Just like I love that story.
That's why you gave me shit about watching it recently.
Yeah, that's so crazy that you had never seen it before. It's like
I have seen it before. I was enjoying it again. That's all. I've never seen the original.
Yeah,
the first one.
So the original is from 1951.
Right.
The Thing from Another World, and then
The good one is from 82.
81, 82. Yeah,
82.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
I
Well, I'm just saying that there was like it's supposed to take. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It takes place in 81. It's like the winter of 81. So then you have that 2011 prequel thing. But you know the story that it's based on, right? It's called Who Goes There.
Sure don't.
Okay, so it's a novella. It's called Who Goes There. It was originally published as like a short story in Fantastic Tales or one of those science fiction magazines in the late 30s. And there was an audiobook version of it, and I was like, holy shit, I've been looking for that book for a long time.
Oh, that's what you downloaded upstairs?
No, I finished that one. I finished that one at the beginning of this week, and
Gotcha.
it was so good, dude. It got into why the Thing can take on, like...
The creature?
Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, will you ever read it or anything? Or?
No.
Oh, okay.
Fuck no.
Well, basically, like what I thought was really cool was when they first found it, they started all the team started getting really bad dreams, and it could go into your mind while it was still frozen in ice, and I thought that was really creepy and cool. Ooh. Yeah. So anyway, I finished that. That was awesome, and now I'm about to listen to. Somebody put out like this really cool book. It's all like trucker stories. It's all like fictional horror stories about truckers, and it looks pretty spooky. It sounds
true stories would be scarier than that.
I don't think these are true stories, but I listen to way too many true horror stories like on YouTube by that guy Lazy Masquerade. That guy puts out like the best videos ever. Yeah, some real spooky shit. Anything paranormal, sign me up. Mm-hmm. Other than that, yeah, so that's been my my life for the past week or two.
Dope.
Yeah, I've been riding my motorcycle every day and loving it. I love that bike. Her name is Clarissa because she explains it all.
Oh, boy.
So, what's on your mind, baby?
Speaking of books, I recently got Tom Segura's book.
Oh, yeah.
I'd Like to Play Alone, Please.
Yeah, how is it?
It was awesome. I read it in a day.
Cool. Wow.
In a 24-hour period, that is.
I understood, yeah.
But 2 sittings total. And it's not super long, and there's a little bit of pictures in there, so that helps eat up a little bit, but it was awesome. There were some stories I recognized, but he expounded on them, and there were some that I never heard before. Like when he runs into celebrities on flights.
Oh,
he likes to document it, and he'll like document the story. There was funny stories like that, and funny stories about his kids that I've never heard before, because he doesn't really talk about his kids on the show. Mm-hmm. So it was like personal. Talks about his family and stuff. It was good. It was real good.
Excellent.
I liked it so much, in fact, that I bought 2 copies.
But why?
One for me.
Okay.
And one for you.
You really bought me a copy of this book.
Happy early birthday.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. It was good. I thought you'd really like it, so
Oh my god.
I picked up 2.
Dude, that's very nice of you. Thanks, Tommy.
That's how we do a reveal.
That is very, very nice of you. Thanks, Tommy Two Streets.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Oh, man. Well, I got to get you a cool birthday present now. We never really exchanged gifts before.
Yeah, well, I was already buying it, so I was like, you know what? I think I'll get a set.
I like how spaced out and big the print is.
Yeah,
that's
the print
fantastic.
is it's very easy to read.
Wow. No, I really liked. Oh, I'm excited to read this.
It's good. So
Man,
there was that.
Thank you.
No problem, man. It's your birthday too coming up.
It is my birthday coming up. Yeah, 32.
32?
Yeah.
30 new.
Oh, you're gonna be 31.
Yep, that's
God,
right.
Fucking old.
Next
dude.
next time. Next time. You'll get me next time.
Yeah, you're on the 30th, right?
And what's that thing they say? Oh my god. Never mind. Last week. No. 2 weeks ago.
It's not the devil you know, it's the devil you don't know.
No, it's something about and then we told God not today or some shit.
Not today, Satan?
Oh boy. 2 weeks ago, I saw Nimesh Patel at Helium.
Oh yeah, how was he?
So fucking funny.
Oh, awesome, dude.
He just put out a special called Thank You China.
Okay. Yikes.
on YouTube, and he was like comedian. I love when comedians like put out a special,
Yeah.
and then they make it a point to be like, I'm not telling any old jokes. This is all brand new shit.
Cool. I like that.
So he told 45 minutes of material on the fact that he just got testicular cancer last year.
Jesus Christ.
He had so much material on it, and it was so funny. But he was talking about his family, and like he has like doctors in the family, and he's like, because I'm Indian, right? And I'm the comedian, and like one of his brothers is like a esteemed urologist.
Oh yeah, that's
and
cool.
since he's a urologist, he's like connected to other doctors, and they know each other. So whenever he has problems, he hops in his WhatsApp group chat, and he's like, "Yo, I need a doctor." And they set him up with a great. He did great through the whole thing, but he goes to the crowd. He goes, "Does anyone know why urology is such a difficult profession to do?" And then before he could like get it out, like we said, some fucking heckler who thinks he's part of the show goes, "'Cause it's gay as hell." Because you're like looking at pictures of balls and dicks all day.
Yeah.
So Nimesh goes, "Okay, fair enough. But let me ask you, when you look at pictures of dicks and balls all day would you look at pictures of dicks and balls all day for $500,000 a year?"
Of course.
That's what everybody in the crowd said. Yes. And he goes, "So you most likely watch porn every day.
Yeah.
And you look at dick and balls for free." So and everybody fucking exploded. It was so good. And I hope he was fucking humiliated. It was so funny.
That's very funny.
Let me see. What else is on my... Oh, do you have any funny plates?
I saw one.
Okay.
It's not even funny. It was just so fucking funny to me. It just said Bobby K. I don't know why. And like I read it as Booby K first too. And it was just Bobby
Booby potassium.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know, Bobby K. I saw a bunch of Vanity Plates this week, but they were so dumb, and I can't even.
I see more and more. I think I'm attracting this shit.
Yeah, dude. I think I am too. It's
not
like in
too
Grand
many
Theft Auto Vice City. When you start driving a car, it starts generating
other cars.
That exact car all over the place.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember I asked somebody why that is, and they were like, "Oh, it's because you start fads." And I was like, "What? The game makes it so that you start fads?" And then like I found out like later in life, like I'm pretty sure the program just
it does that.
It does that to calm down like the oh fuck, I can't like the RAM it uses, so it just keeps producing that same car over.
That
and over
makes
again.
a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's something like that.
There's
probably some fucking computer genius like screaming at his radio right now.
Nick Carucci is like, "You fucking idiot! It doesn't do that." and I'm like,
"Where's Nick been at, dude?"
Great question.
Yeah.
Nick, if you're watching this live stream, please write in. I miss you terribly.
I miss you too, Nick.
Haven't seen you since your wedding.
Yeah. I didn't even go to
that. And that's lame.
Yeah.
My lizard brain tells me that if you're driving a car and it's getting fucked up from getting shot or crashed around, you can just go jump in another one.
That just reminded me of another fucking crazy thing about last week.
Really?
Yeah. Can I tell it? Are you done what you were saying?
I didn't even start, so go ahead.
What? No. Okay. I don't know how I forgot this. So last Sunday, I was driving to, I can't remember. I don't know, up Kirkwood Highway. And I think I see lightning in the sky. And I look up, I'm like, oh, it's a firework. And this is the middle of the day. And then all of a fucking sudden, I start hearing
cool.
And a telephone pole is about to fucking fall on me. And all the wires are coming out. It looked like something out of a movie. So then the fucking wires crashed down. I hit my brakes. I was fine.
You're on the road
I'm
for
on
this?
Kirkwood Highway.
On your bike?
No. I'm in my van.
Oh my
God. The transformer on the telephone pole explodes next to my car.
As they do.
The fire was everywhere for like 10 seconds, and like electrical like tendrils were all over the ground, dude.
Holy
I was like,
shit.
I was like, what the fuck? And I turn to my left and I look. There is a lady in a car. She spun out on top of this sidewalk. I don't even know how it happened. I'm assuming she was speeding and on her phone, like, because I don't even know how you would have hit this telephone pole. I get out of my car, run over to her car, and she gets out, and I go, are you okay? Can I help you in any way? Like, yada, yada, yada. And she's screaming, my baby, my baby. And I literally thought I was going to pull out a dead kid out of this car. Dude, if I show you the pictures, the car is like half gone.
Pull a picture up.
I will. Okay.
But keep talking at the same time.
So she opens the back seat. Her baby is in a carrier. It was completely fine.
Holy fucking shit.
She was completely fine. Dude, I'm telling you, I mean, this picture I think does it justice, but there's other pictures. You can see my van.
What the fuck?
Dude, it was nuts. So she knocked over an entire fucking power line and
no
all this shit.
Way.
Yeah, dude. The car is annihilated.
There's a child in that car?
Yeah, there was.
She should be fucking ashamed of herself.
Dude, I don't know how it happened. Maybe she lost control of the vehicle. But yeah, it's all on Facebook on the like Delaware or First State Update, I think it's called. But yeah, that shit is gnarly. So
Jesus Christ. Fuck that.
Dude,
fuck that.
I'm telling you, I got really lucky, like, that the thing didn't come
You?
down.
What about the baby?
Well, yeah, the baby, obviously.
The fucking baby wasn't driving.
But wouldn't that be crazy if the baby was driving?
And I'd be like, fucking no wonder. God damn it, that is fucking dark. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, everybody was okay.
Please forgive me for that fucking joke. Jesus. If that baby is out there listening,
one day.
Fuck, you're stronger than I. Or actually, maybe not.
That's one tough baby. So, so that was a crazy thing that happened
Fuck
the other day.
That.
Yeah, man. It's weird.
How about some levity?
So, yeah, what's going on with you? How's work been?
Do you want to ask me about anything else first? Like the license plates I didn't get into?
Oh, I thought you were going to do it at the end.
Why? Now he forgets the format of his show.
What?
I saw well hung. WELHUNG.
Well, my God.
I tried to grab a picture.
You really saw that?
Yeah, I almost grabbed a picture, but he took off.
Holy shit.
I should have closed with that one. I couldn't believe I was like, no way, like trying to get a pic, but he turned and I was going the other way and I was like, fuck. I think I was going to work too, so it was early. It was. I was on my way to work and I was like, fuck.
That guy must only come out like once a year, really early in the morning or
Why?
something. I'm just saying, I've never seen that plate around.
I've seen it in a movie. So it's definitely a reference, but I forget which movie it was in.
Is that The Hangover? No.
I don't know.
I
saw D Punisher.
Oh my God. Bro, I see so many fucking infidel Jeeps.
They,
now.
I can't.
They are multiplying, and they all have the fucking dumbass
Punisher sticker.
Yeah, the Punisher sticker. They completely missed the point of the Punisher.
How about that Uvalde cop who didn't go into that fucking shooting for 45 minutes and his lock screen was a Punisher logo?
Christ.
Fucking dork. And I saw today, I saw one more.
Uh-huh.
And it was just the word repent.
Really?
Yeah. I was grabbing
That's
pizza before we recorded with my buddy Dennis.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, look at!" I grabbed a pic of it. Not that you wouldn't believe me, but I fucking because it just straight up says repent.
That's cool.
And he was like, "Yo, I've like walked to the Dunkin' Donuts before, right there, and like that guy who drives that car will like roll down his window and yell out his window at people, and be like praise be unto him, or give yourself to him, and then he'll roll the window up." As he's like still driving, so you like he can't hear you.
Who do you think he's talking about?
Like Dennis. He was he was wearing a Blood Incantation shirt, which is like a death metal logo that looks like an upturned tree roots that you just can't straight up read.
No, I meant like give yourself to him. I mean, do you think
him?
Yeah. Do you think
the Lord?
Yeah, I was about to say. Do you think he's talking about God, or do you think he's got a whole other?
Yes, for a fact he's
going
talking
on.
Yes, for a fact he's talking about God. I was about to get there.
I just helped you along. Oh man.
Jesus Christ, Matt.
Hey, repent, bro.
Apparently. No, so Dennis is wearing that shirt and he yells out the window to him, and as his window's going up, the only thing he could think to say was, "Okay."
Aww.
And he was like, "Fuck." I didn't get him. I couldn't get him back.
Remember in like the early 2000s when it was the funniest thing in the world to just say balls? No?
Sure don't.
Oh, okay. Well, me and my friends thought balls was like the funniest thing you could possibly say.
That sounds like a you thing. I don't think that was like a thing. I think that was a you thing.
Balls? Yeah. When the hell because so one time I was filling up gas at a gas station. This is like 2007, I want to say. So I was still like newer to driving. Like maybe I've been driving a year. And this lady fucking turns to me. She's at the pump like right next to mine. And she just turns to me and she goes, "It's cold as balls out here." And she was like in her mid 40s, early 50s.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, and I was like, why yes it is. It is cold as balls out here.
I would have fell out.
It was pretty funny, but I was so stunned because of like her age didn't match the saying.
Maybe.
Yeah, but
you don't know how old she was.
But what I'm saying is like balls was like everything for a while, and now I don't really hear balls anymore.
It must have been somewhere in the lexicon because she found it. And if you and your friends had a hold of it, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Balls.
But that was, 15 years ago, whatever.
Patrice O'Neill used to say balls a lot too.
Yeah, it's funny.
Like it smelled like fucking balls in here.
Yeah. Sometimes it does though.
Speaking of comedians, I heard a hilarious Colin Quinn joke.
Okay. Does he want you to repeat his fucking joke?
Well, he put it out online, so it's for anybody's public consumption. He said a guy goes into a store and he sees a parakeet and he goes, "I want to buy that parakeet." And the owner of the store goes, "You don't want this parakeet. He's got a filthy mouth. You don't want him." So the guy goes, "I can handle him." So the owner says, "All right." He brings the parakeet home. The parakeet goes, "Hey, mister. And the guy goes, "What?" And the parakeet says, "Go fuck yourself." And the guy smacks the cage and says, "I don't play games. Don't ever say that to me. Don't tell me to go fuck myself." Next day, sure enough, he comes home from work and the parakeet goes, hey mister, go fuck yourself." And the guy sprays the cage with bleach and he goes, "I will kill you. I am not messing around. I swear to God. I do not play games. I'll kill you. Do not tell me to go fuck myself. In fact, the next time you tell me to go fuck myself, I am going to kill you. I'm going to set your cage on fire and I'm going to kill you." The next day, the guy shows up from work and he goes, and the parakeet goes, hey mister. And the guy says, "What?" And the parakeet goes, "You know what." You know what? Jesus Christ.
Is it because he just repeats what he says?
It's because he's not saying go fuck yourself. It's because he's saying, you know what?
That's funny.
Because he said it 2 days in a row. Fucking Jesus Christ. I'll do it to myself. Fuck. You know what? While I'm at it, I'll find a gunshot sound too. Here I go. Right there. Fucking Jesus Christ. Give me a fucking break. As it should go. I should have bombed. Whatever.
Yeah. Was a lot of people laughing at that?
I fucking cried laughing at that practically.
But
That
did
was
he
hilarious.
do that live in front of people?
Yes. He did it at the Cellar.
The Comedy Cellar?
The Comedy Cellar, yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, very cool. Very fucking cool. Great joke. Good job. Let's talk about tipping.
Yes, let's.
What do you think is a good percentage?
20 at least.
20?
I mean, I tip like 50%, but that's because
50?
because
what, are you
I
rich?
No, it's just I've worked for tips my whole life, so I always tip really big.
Jesus.
What do you tip?
I tip no less than like 30.
Okay.
Especially if I can.
Then yeah.
You ever
great.
like you like I think it's kind of inferred. It's more than inferred. It's understood that the default is like 20. Right?
Yeah. I mean, no, it's crazy, dude. I still hear people all the time 15%.
I've heard that like
And I was like,
rarely
15%.
But I have heard that. I'm like, how would you even justify calculating that?
And I think I thought that when I was like a teenager before I ever worked for tips. And then I was like, no, it's got to be, I don't know. I figured it out on my own that it was 20%. But
like, why would you bother calculating 15 rather than 20?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
I still see people pulling out the goddamn calculator. I'm like, dude,
What?
it's so easy. Just 10% times 2.
No, you take a decimal point,
Yeah.
move it over 1, and multiply that by 2.
Or you could do that, sure.
35
Yeah.
becomes 3.5
Yeah.
times 2, $7.
Yeah. There you go. Well, I mean, if I'm picking up takeout, I'll probably just write in 20%. Like, because I didn't like if I have like a $10 bill, I'll be like, oh, here you go. Like it could be more, could be less, but I never like. I mean, do you tip on takeout?
Almost never.
Really?
Unless I have a relationship with a place, and like, it also depends on my total. Like you pay in cash for gas, I try to pay with cash for a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
And it's way easier with cash because I'll just give them the change.
Yeah.
If it's like a $25 order and I give them $30, I just walk away.
Well, that would make sense. That's 20%.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
25 is not. Oh, God damn it! I'm thinking of 30.
God damn it, Tom! You're
I'm
an
thinking
accountant.
of 30. In name only. Only by job title.
Yeah.
I can't account for shit.
I see that. I'm really good at quick math because I've always had to do it. I would work like snack bars and all that kind of shit, so I had to get good with quick math, like quick percentages and cash back and all that shit.
When you worked, the only food stuff you did was the catering thing, right?
No, I worked Subway.
I mean, not like
Subway, catering, and then every once in a while I would work like snack bars. Yeah, like at like pools or like.
You don't
I think I did like the Blue Rocks games a couple of times and stuff.
really. Wow.
Yeah.
No, but you never worked at like a place where everybody around you was also working for tips, like a restaurant.
I did work in a restaurant. Yeah, it was a country club. But so it's a little different though because that was like more events and stuff. So not really. I never worked as
the
a
answer is
server.
no.
Yeah, I never worked as a server in a regular restaurant.
The answer you're looking for is no.
Yeah, but I have worked in places where everybody needs tips. Like that's like
Oh yeah, they need to. I'm talking about a place where you haven't had to like pool your tips and then share with each other.
oh, I've never worked at a place where you pull your tips. No.
Well, not so much that you have to pool, but I've talked to people who work at places where like they've had to pool all their tips and then they tip each other out.
Yeah,
Or plus they'll be like
that's what that is.
they'll be like like some people who have a regular or some like many regulars who tip them super disproportionate to the way everyone else gets tipped.
Yeah.
Those people, I found out, spread that amongst the staff to be like cool and like take care of each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I mean, I think that happens rarely.
I don't think so. Not from what I hear.
I do. Yeah. So my ex used to work at Sullivan's Steakhouse, which is like
that's another story.
Upscale fucking steak. It's like an upscale fine dining steak, or it used to be.
I was going to say, is it upscale?
So it was. Like I remember one guy offered her $1,000 to sit down and eat dinner with him because he was bringing his whole company out to lunch, and he wanted like a pretty girl to sit there and be entertaining. Like they would get stuff like that all the time. That
sounds like an anomaly.
It was they would have stuff like that a lot there, but now it's different. It got taken over by a different company, and
is it still there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it's a lot like cheaper now than it used to be and stuff. Like they don't give you cigars anymore. They had like a whole
cigars.
Yeah, they had like a whole cigar area.
They had a fucking smoking lounge or whatever.
Yes, they did.
Would they have a?
It was wild. They had like a
humidor.
Yes,
and shit?
they had a humidor. That's right.
That's wild.
Yeah,
I would have never known that.
Yep, I know. Well, that's because you and I do not have the riches to be.
Well, I mean, like I've never.
Have you ever eaten there?
No.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was saying.
And it was mostly pretty girls. It was like the women they would hire there were basically Hooters girls, but they would give them a different uniform, and their uniform was a 3/4 sleeve, really tight fitting shirt that was low cut in the cleavage area, in the chest area, a short black skirt, fishnet stockings, and black heels.
And what did the shirt look like? Was it like it was like baseball style?
So imagine a 3/4 length, like a baseball shirt, fitted shirt.
I think of a baseball shirt like the ones that we would wear.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was all black
leggings
shirt.
For arms.
Oh, that's what my friend. That's what my friend came up with. She says, baseball tees are like yoga pants for men's arms. Yeah, she's hilarious. But no, so that's what. Yeah,
Oh, I can picture. Was it just plain black?
Yep, just a plain black, low cut, like V-neck shirt that was like 3/4 length sleeves. It made them look, it made them look very good to typically males. The clientele.
What's the speaking of tips and being all that shit? What's the nicest restaurant you've been to?
Probably that one. Yeah.
Really?
I don't like nice restaurant. Maybe Rainforest Cafe. I love that restaurant.
Oh man,
Planet Hollywood. I loved Planet Hollywood.
I loved it too.
Yeah. Nicest restaurant. What's the nicest restaurant you've ever been to?
Probably Fogo de Chão.
So they own Sullivan's. I'm pretty sure that's the one.
The dining group that owns them.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's all owned by Fogo de Chão.
Okay, that makes sense. That's so funny you say Rainforest Cafe because today my dad was talking to me about we're trying to make plans to pick him up on Sunday.
Yeah.
To to come home from tour's over.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "You pick me up at 4:30 from the airport, and then we'll go to dinner for your birthday." And I was like, "Cool, sounds like a plan." And he said, "Where do you want to go?" And I searched Rainforest Cafe, and I said, I want to go there.
Oh, wait, is there one around?
The closest one is in Atlantic City.
That's not bad.
That's what I said. And he was like, Wilmington or Newark.
Oh, my. Okay.
And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's my birthday. And I was being a smartass, and I was like, for what? And he said, dinner. And then he followed it up with ... a text later. I was like, I'm at work right now. I'll talk to you later.
So are you going out on your birthday?
I don't know.
Because if you really want to go to Rainforest Cafe, I'll take that trip.
We could talk about that another time because I want to go really bad.
I'm supposed to go to the Mahoning Drive-In that night on the 30th and go see Godzilla 85, but I have too much haunt stuff to do.
The 30th is Saturday.
Yeah.
My dad gets home Sunday.
Yeah.
But we should go to Rainforest Cafe.
But I thought I
sometime.
asked you. I thought you said you were busy on your birthday.
I'm seeing a comedy show.
Oh, something is clicking, man.
It's probably this
Is
thing.
it that fucking thing?
Let me see.
That's probably better. Yeah.
Well, I muted it, so.
No, I know.
Anyway.
So yeah, if you are going to a comedy show.
Yeah.
Okay.
On Saturday night, I'm gonna see Ali Sadiq. Can't wait.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
That is all I had for my fucking mind. Very, very good joke I told. It doesn't get enough credit from Matt because he's a fucking waterhead, but that's neither here nor there.
You know me, waterhead.
Who are you working with this week?
Who am I working? Well, I work with the same people every day now.
Doesn't have to be now. It could be in the past. Anybody?
The people I work with are awesome. I am definitely the only, I would say, like, liberal amongst all of us, and it's pretty well, like, they say some every once in a while they do say some fucked up shit, and I have to, bite my lips.
I refuse to talk about politics at work.
I do too. I won't fucking do it. Or I'll make fun of something they say, and then like somebody will be like, "Oh yeah, I guess I didn't think about it like that."
If I hear a whisper of politics, I walk away.
Yeah.
I'll even leave my desk. Not that it happens all the time, but I'll straight up just like I'll go to my car or go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
I'll make myself scarce.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. We learned about there was a training exercise that was going on at Fort Gordon, maybe, I want to say.
Some base.
It was an army, it was an army exercise. They were doing some training during a fucking thunderstorm. 10 soldiers lost their lives because they got struck by lightning.
Struck by lightning?
All at the same time, they got fucking struck by lightning. One died instantly, and the others ended up in the hospital, and I'm pretty sure they're dead now or they're about to die. Yeah.
This is a current event?
Yeah, this just happened.
This is the first, like today?
No, I think 3 days ago.
Still, yeah. I haven't heard a whisper about this until right now.
Yeah, so that actually is a common thing. So at basic training, we had 5 soldiers get struck by lightning, but they were okay.
Oh my god!
One of the guys in my unit was struck by lightning at basic training.
What's the drill? Hold the golf club out there while the storm's going on?
No, they fucking make you. They make you. We have like this dumb like joke saying in the army, like if it ain't raining, you ain't training, kind of a thing. And dude, let me tell you, during my basic, I was out in the rain more than I wasn't. Like just doing fucking push-ups in the mud or whatever. Anybody else who listens to this who's also in the military knows what I'm talking about. You just fucking the drill sergeants and all that shit. They fucking love the rain. So yeah.
Why?
Because it's funny for them, and they don't think about the consequences.
Whatever.
So yeah. So that was sad. Wanted to talk about that.
Well, those are people you work with in a way. Or worked with.
Yeah, I guess I could say just Army in general.
That's a fucking shame.
It is a fucking shame. You know what else is a shame? I will say about the Army. So the culture that the Army is supposed to have, I love, and I follow that very closely. The culture that the Army actually has, I can't stand.
And the one that they continue to perpetuate to this day.
Yes. And that's not the Army's fault. That is people's.
Sounds like people's fault.
It's just people's fault. It's an anywhere situation. It's not just the Army. It's a toxic environment. It's like, I mean, it happens in all jobs, I guess you could say. You get surrounded by people that think a certain way, and those people will consider you weak if you think differently, and most people don't have the courage to stand up and just say what they believe in, whether it's something stupid, even it's like those little things. And I've never backed down from my beliefs for those things. So typically I don't get shit from anybody, but most people can't. They just cannot back down from things because they're so afraid of being ostracized and made fun of. And that bothers me a lot. So I have a feeling I'm going to be dealing with a lot more of that, and I will talk about it the more I see, the more I can write stuff down. Right now, I'm noticing like, little comments and stuff here and there, and like, it kind of gets to me. But
well, you got to remember to write the shit down. We can get it off our chest.
No,
here.
I mean, I could. It's like if somebody makes like a comment like about, how that comedian was like, would you look at pictures of dicks for $500,000? Every dude, most of the dudes I
behind
work
closed
with
doors, they would all be like,
oh, I'm not doing that shit. Like that.
That shit's gay.
That shit's gay. And
that shit's gay as hell. And like we're a heckler.
Or like, and like when we were overseas, somebody asked like, they asked like for $50,000. We were all like sitting around. They were like, for $50,000, would you suck a dick?
Absolutely.
I was like, yeah.
Show me the cash. I'm doing it
for $50,000.
Sure. I'll do a pretty good job too.
Yeah, $50,000. Yeah, I'd go ahead and suck a dick. I don't really give a shit.
Didn't say to completion.
No, and they were like, oh my fucking god! Like it was like a huge thing for them, and I was like,
then you gotta double down.
I was like.
What's your number?
Yeah. Oh, 100? We did. They were like, I wouldn't do it for anything.
200,000.
And I was like, okay, and I said that exact thing. I said, once you saw the money in front of you in cash,
300,000.
I guarantee you would do that.
That's a home. $300,000.
Yeah.
Briefcase of cash.
$50,000. I don't have to worry about anything for
a while.
2 years. Like bills, anything. Like
tons of overhead is gone.
Yeah, exactly. I can finish buying my house.
What? 300,000, 400,000.
But I'm saying like there are people that do that shit every day for
$15.
No. What I'm saying is like if there's people on the internet that are just doing that shit, making so much money, and it's like all you have to do is put a wiener in your mouth.
That too. Sometimes they're not even doing that. According to our friends Roxy and Ren and Danielle from episode 24, they just talk about possibly doing it.
Yeah.
And they're like, yep, sounds good. Sounds good. Sign me up. And then they're like, bye. See you later.
Yeah.
So some people just don't get it.
Nah.
And that's something we'll have to face.
Suck mad dicks.
Or act like they wouldn't.
Sure.
And behind closed doors by themselves with the money in front of them.
Yeah.
They're sucking that dick.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's just a dick.
Yeah. It is just it's just a
dick.
I wouldn't even call it that. It's just an appendage.
Yeah, there you go. It's basically a big clitoris.
Or a finger. It's just another body part.
Well, it's not really a finger.
Would you be quicker to put a dick in your mouth?
Could you imagine if you could...
I'm speaking.
Okay.
Don't do that. Would you be quicker...
You're such a douche.
Right, would you be quicker to put a straight up dick in your mouth or a dirty foot?
A dirty foot, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Wait.
A dirty foot.
A dirty woman's foot or a dirty man's foot?
Man's foot. Stranger who you've never met. Don't know where that foot's been. It's in a fucking state, too. Probably sweaty. Maybe even stinky.
Is the dick clean? Or we don't know, it's a mystery?
Just a regular dick.
A regular dick?
Regular, just a straight up.
Circumcised?
Doesn't matter. Your choice. Cut or uncut.
Oh my god. I'd rather, yeah. Oh man.
What is it? Which one? You still going with the foot?
Oh.
Regular dick, dirty foot.
Wait. I don't get any money out of this. It's just one or the other, right?
Gun to your head.
Oh, gun to my head?
You're picking one. I can't believe it.
I don't know. I think the foot. Yeah, the foot.
Right.
Because dicks can be... The smell... Okay, the smell of a dirty foot is bad, but the smell of a dirty dick is so much worse.
I didn't say dirty dick. I said regular dick.
Oh, regular dick. I don't know, because it's basically a big toe.
Which one are you going to... Well, for you, it's like, which one are you going to think about in your life longer? Are you going to remember the dick longer or that nasty foot?
No, I'm going foot. Because a dick is too personal. A dick is just too personal.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'd probably do foot too. Because I could forget about a foot. I would never.
I could forget about a foot.
I would never forget a dick. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, what if it's a pinky toe?
Ask me the question.
You already answered it. You said you'd probably go foot too.
Who I'm working with, silly. We only talked about you. Again.
Who you working with?
You probably don't experience this anymore.
Okay.
And I bet this was you.
All right, go.
The coworker who doesn't ever leave and doesn't give a shit about other people's time.
That's not me.
No.
Are you kidding? I would stay so that other people could leave.
Yeah, you're respectful of other people's time.
Oh,
I'm talking about the kind of people who fucking aren't.
Yeah,
are not.
That's most of the world.
The opposite of you.
Yeah. We have quite a few people like that at my job. They show up very late.
Like, at my job, like, time on the... Like, the time clock doesn't exist because it's salary.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter how much longer you stay.
Yeah, you've talked about this before.
Than the 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
But, like, it's like... Like, why the fuck... Why don't you value anyone else's time? Like, today, like... No, it was an... Anyway.
You're getting flustered.
Oh, so a Friday, once upon a time.
Yeah.
One of the managers from one of the departments left, and the one coworker who like refuses to fucking leave was like, "Oh, he only works like 8 hours a day," and I was like, "As opposed to what?
Aren't you all supposed to work 8 hours a day?
That's what the salary is for. 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. Like, as opposed, you fucking monster."
But like
on a Friday,
if you take pride in working more than you're supposed to,
that's
but
a you
for
thing.
no reason, exactly, that's a you thing. I very much agree. It's not like you're not putting in your part of the team effort.
Right.
Yeah, you're doing the work you're supposed to do in the allotted time. People, I hate that shit where they're like, well, he only puts in 8 hours.
The
it's like,
worst.
bro, what do you think you're winning here? Like, the company doesn't give a fuck about
you. In fact, they're annoyed at the fact that you're the last one to leave.
Yeah.
And they can't fucking show up at 9 o'clock to their building and be like, oh, looks like so-and-so is still here.
Yep.
Great.
Yep. Exactly, dude.
My name is on the building, but so-and-so is still fucking here.
Yeah.
Not that you're getting paid a moment of overtime.
No.
You fucking monster. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I'm angry for you.
And then
should hold a gun to that guy's head. See how many foots he'd suck.
I'd rather just leave.
Right, but you still want to put a foot in his mouth, right?
Nah.
Am I the only one?
Yeah. That's just you.
You ever had your toes sucked?
No.
Me neither. I don't think I'd like it. I'm too ticklish.
I am too, but
extremely ticklish.
I can turn it off.
You can turn the ticklishness off?
Yep.
Oh, I can't.
You can straight up hold my bare foot right here on this camera and tickle my foot, and I'll just turn it off.
With a feather?
Sure. Pick your poison.
No way. I can't do that.
You want to
My
prove
feet
it
are
right
too
now?
sensitive. No, I don't want to touch your foot right now.
With a feather?
If you got the feather.
Nah, I unfortunately don't.
You got the foot. I got the feather.
There's one more thing I had.
All right. While you're in your notebook there. I set up a couple more of my action figures today. While I was cleaning, I was organizing the house. And I set up my Candyman action figure, my 2 Puppet Master action figures, my Rodan action figure, and my fucking favorite figure that I've found in a long time. I found a Harry Warden figure from NECA from My Bloody Valentine.
Is this Matt's Monster Minute?
Yeah, it's my Monster Minute.
Keep going.
No, that's it. I
That wasn't a minute. You better deliver.
Well, okay, so NECA really does put out a good product, I gotta say, with their toys. And really detailed, really cool. And so does Mego toys. They're pretty cool. So they come with like the Mego toys are like your
you
like
go
6-inch. Oh, so they're like your 6-inch figures, but they come with actual pieces of clothing. So they're like the old 60s, 70s like toys, you know. I'm talking about like Star Trek and Batman figures. Yeah. So they put out really good product. But NECA, they really are all about the detail. Excuse me.
My GI Joe, the knockoff GI Joes that I played with from KB Toys had
the real clothes. Yeah,
like
I had one like that too. He's really cool. I used to make him and my Wolfman fight, and he fucking lost a leg.
Dude, one time, my friend Mikey and I, shout out, we took a couple of them to the creek in Willow Run.
Yeah.
And we found like a sink back there.
Yeah, cool.
So, we took a little bit of gasoline from my lawnmower,
of course.
gas can, and we set them on fire.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
In that sink,
dude. I remember I found
cool.
firecrackers before.
That's fucking.
And like
that's a good ass day.
We found like we used to go all over the place to look for lighters. Like you'd find like a little bit of a lighter, and then we just blow up army men and stuff. It was so much fun.
That's fucking awesome,
yeah.
Man. Being a kid was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was okay. I like being an adult.
Doing shit like that though was cool.
That was cool.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was very cool.
Being a kid. That's being a kid to me.
Playing in the creek,
throwing snowballs at cars.
Oh yeah. We used to throw rocks. Oh, Jesus, we threw rocks at cars.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Dude, in the snowy season, especially in that creek, like in the woods, threw snowballs at cars all the fucking time.
Oh yeah.
Always on
buddy of mine lived in like Hockessin, so there was like all these like woods around his house. So you could prop
That's where
up.
I am now.
You could prop up and like throw snowballs and rocks at these fucking cars, and nobody would be able to even see you, and you would be like posted up on a hill and stuff. Oh my god. So stupid.
When you're on 141, going into Greenville, before that exit for 52 to go that way, and then 141 goes straight. There's that overpass that's like a green railroad bridge.
Mm-hmm.
A kid that I know, I will not specify anymore, and Mikey and his brother and whoever else sometimes would skip school. That kid would take rocks this big.
Oh no!
Like I'm talking like softball size,
Jeez,
and throw them off that railroad bridge at cars.
That's fucking scary, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember CKY? They used to dump the dummy,
fake body.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
Speaking of doing stuff to cars, remember when they kicked the football at the car?
No.
I do. It was an early skit, but anyway.
Maybe.
I think
we're good.
I think we're good, man.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was a good run there.
I don't have shit else to talk about.
I don't know if you guys want to write into us. I mean, Tommy Two Streets over here is really good about getting back to the listeners.
Yeah, I want to talk. I want to interact with people.
And for all you TikTokers out there, thanks for viewing our content.
If TikTok is where you saw us, let us know.
Yeah. You can find us on Instagram at ThankYouForUrServices _podcast. And you can email us if that's your thing, if you don't do social media.
I'm pointing at a sign that's fucking this big.
Yeah.
To a camera that's over there. I'm fucking finished.
You can email us at thankyoufforyourservices@gmail.com. You're spelled UR.
That's right.
It's been a pleasure, Tommy Two Streets. I'm glad we got to hang out earlier this week, too. Eat pizza and talk about our blues before talking about things on the show.
I didn't eat pizza with you. Wait a minute.